the same page for what should be another fantastic evening. My name is Bob Lanigan, and this leprechaun to my right is Pete McMurray. We are 2 of 25 board members for One for the Kids, an organization founded 25 years ago to help children. Bottom line, above everything else, that's what we do. We help kids, and through our sponsors and our volunteers, we've been able to provide support for 25 years that exceeds over $2 million. Everybody in this room tonight is helping to continue that program, to give back to those that need a little help. And tonight we will honor 2 families, but before we get to them, I wanted to turn the microphone over to my partner and thank everybody for being here tonight for what should be a very great time for a great cause.
Don't worry, I'll make this brief because this is 100% polyester and I'm sweating as we speak. Seriously. I'm Lebanese, so I have a cardigan sweater that I can't take off and a polyester suit. We have some wonderful silent auction items to the left, to the right. You can check them out. We have the Jeremy Roenick signed sweater. We have the Hampton signed football, Giordano's pizza that you can enjoy in the Willis Sky Deck, and much, much more. Please bid on the silent auctions. We get some great stuff every single year. Also, who doesn't love blackjack? We got a lot of gamblers in here. I swear to God, if we had a plane that left for Vegas right now, we'd all be leaving, wouldn't we? Thank you. Thank you for that. We have blackjack out in the foyer. Don't forget to play. But the real reason we're here is to raise money. And now we're going to start a video so you can find out why we're actually here.
Colton was born August 18th, 2014. I had a normal pregnancy, everything was good, and then brought him home, and maybe mother's intuition knew that maybe something, I just knew Colton was different. We had a geneticist appointment on November 15th, 2015, and Bob, myself, and Colton went. And that was a day that'll change our lives forever. They told us Colton has something called Pitt-Hopkins syndrome. I took it all in, and I remember asking them, but is my son going to be all right? Is he ever going to walk? Is he ever going to talk? And they took a step back and they said, Shannon, we're so sorry.
What happens with Colton is he can be going along, crawling, pulling himself up quite a bit, and it's all of a sudden, it's almost like his body has a blip, like it shuts down, and whatever he's doing, it's like he collapses, he loses it. It's really sad or heart-wrenching when he's crawling, and all of a sudden it's like his arms just came out and he face planted.
Is usually around 4 or 5, they can start showing signs of seizures, and those seizures could be anywhere from mild to very extreme.
His ankles are so weak, his legs are weak, so to grow properly, he needs these on to make sure that his feet are in the right position. Okay, oh yep, figure out where that foot goes. There you go, there you go. That's probably going to be one of our biggest challenges, is figuring out how Colton is going to communicate. My biggest fear is what does Colton do after I'm gone? You know?
Colton is such a sweet soul, such a sweet person. He means no ill will. I mean, he really doesn't. And we're raising him that way. We're raising him to be just a part with his siblings just as much. We try to overlook his syndrome the best we can. Colton is a gift. Colton will chart his own path, just like how the team of doctors told us a lot was unknown, that he was going to chart his own path, and he is. And he is charting his own path.
Greg and I got together, I was told I would not be able to have children. And a month after I was told that, I conceived Madeline. And then after that, I never thought that I would have any more children. I had numerous miscarriages between Madeline and Stephen. And here he is, my little miracle. So it is very difficult having my beautiful babies and then losing the love of my life right after my son was born. Greg started not feeling well in November of last year, and he went to the doctor multiple times. And so I was 7 months pregnant at that time. It got so bad after I had Steve and I came home. I remember the day like yesterday. It was February 8th, and he called his brother, and Al came to take him to the emergency room. And then they found out that his lung was collapsed, and they took more scans, and that's when they found out that he had the lung cancer, and that it had spread to his liver, his brain, his bones, his spine. So he was diagnosed February 8th, and he died March 1st. And Stephen was born January 7th. In the morning that I knew things were bad, the doctor called me from Greg's room, and I just talked to Greg. He told me, what do you have for breakfast? And I was feeding Stephen, and I heard him screaming for me. And so I had to call family for someone to come look after Stephen so I could go. And when I got there, it wasn't my husband anymore. He was restrained. So they thought either something in his brain burst or something in his abdomen burst. And so Madeline came, and she was so excited to see Daddy because she didn't know how sick he was. And I said, Maddie, Daddy's really sick. He is going to be an angel very soon. He's going to be in heaven, and we have to stay with him and say goodbye. I fought for my husband. I fought for my children. I didn't think of me. I thought of them. I am blessed, even though my heart is broken, because I have to think of all the things that I still have and what I had with Daddy, right? It just breaks my heart that he's missing this, my boy. I'm not the only single mom in the world. The only difference in my situation is my children will never see their dad again.
It's not easy to put yourself out there, the most painful moments of your life in front of people like Tracy and Bob, or Shannon and Bob and Tracy Wennerstrom have done. So this is why we're here tonight. And we're gonna have a great time and dance the night away. But right now we're gonna ask you to dig down deep and help the Janalunas and Wennerstrom family. And to help us do that and raise some funds, I'd like to introduce Jeff Brown, our auctioneer. Jeff.
Good evening, everybody. You know why we're here, why you're here, everybody, and you being here is wonderful support. And buying silent auction items, wonderful support, but we always can use a little bit more. So we're gonna ask for anybody and everybody, of course, we're looking for straight donations. On your iPhone, if you go to the program you